Play action here. Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That is 14 for the second time. Back-to-back 14-yard gains and a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it, so we're able to move forward.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Dart. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. To the air once more is Dart. He's got his man, Wan'Dale Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
At the 29-yard line.
A run with the minute out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 21-yard line.
On play action, it is Dart. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
First down and 10 yards.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? More from MetLife Stadium after this. So, not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close.
18 Cardinal, 8 Warriors, 17. Let's go.
They'll go play action here with Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
A loss of 7. Brings up second and 17 at the 18-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Ready?
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Moving to his right. Now he'll run. 7 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal.
It's a great job here by the quarterback keeping the play alive. You can tell once he avoided the rush and became a runner, he looked up and goes, hey, I got a path to the pylon. I might be able to score. He couldn't quite make it all the way, but he sets his guys up now in prime position with first and goal. There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Jackson Dart, touchdown, New York. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Smith to return it. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. First and 10 for Mahomes. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
That one good for 26 yards. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot that they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Here's 3rd and 7. Once again, it's Pacheco. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Typically in a third down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down, they need 7.
Second and 7. At the 22-yard line.
A handoff to Pacheco. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, KC.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard that sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Here's Mahomes. That one caught. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Mahomes now to throw again. He'll swing that out wide. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and it will remain a 7-6 game. 4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Giants.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone. And if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. On first down, Dart. That's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps drop even in this one.
The 23-yard line.
On first down, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
Yes, it's really well executed here, and you see this in so many offenses around the league, Mike. These slant routes are either built in or what they call hot routes or sight routes. The receiver sees the blitz, and they break their route off. It gives an easy target for the quarterback, and it gives great opportunity for run after catch.
He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Pacheco. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
That one swung out wide to Pacheco. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
So often down here in these goal-to-go situations, so much of the emphasis is placed on taking away the wide receivers and the tight end targets in the end zone. It's not so easy bringing these backs down on the check down, so give a lot of credit to this defense, rallying to the ball and keeping them short of the end zone. These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
Got it. Ready? Set up.
On the play fake, here's Dart. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. He's inside the 30. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 92 yards. Touchdown, New York. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do. Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 45. That's good.
First down throw. Mahomes. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. It's not often that you see a running back be the one that the defense decides to double team in the passing game, but to me, this feels like the defense was tipped off. They knew what was coming. They knew where the quarterback was going with the ball, and they were able to put a stop to this one really before it got going.
And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion.
Giants 22, Chiefs 14.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Harrison Butker.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
In motion, it's Robinson. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Go! 19, Tiger.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, Giants. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Remigio now on the return. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And when we talk about momentum and trying to stop negative momentum, it's moments like this. Not only did you just give up the big score, but now, Greg, they've got to get that defense back on the field after the fumble.
Yeah, and on one sideline, you're riding high. I mean, the last 2 plays could not have gone any better. And then on the other sideline, they couldn't have gone any worse.
Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Cam Scatteraboo. Touchdown, New York.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Remigio now on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to try it here again.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he's going to have the Chiefs' 1st down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. What can they do here? This is third and forever. Now, Mahomes. This one, a deep shot.